It's shaping up to be a beautiful Mother's Day. Good evening, I'm Hannah Dineen. That's significant that these three news organizations are coming together in such a way because this is the first time we've collaborated. This intersection is normally one of the busiest in the city, surrounded by restaurants and businesses. What's going on there right now? Dozens of law enforcement officers from various departments, they are in riot gear. What I can say is I've seen two entirely different kinds of protests tonight. The president is expected to take the stage in less than an hour now. And this event, it's really intended to steal a little bit of thunder away from the Democratic primary that's happening in the state tomorrow. Oh, this just in, and it's a heartbreaker. Tom Brady heading back to the Super Bowl, but not with the Pats. Well, speaking with officers here today, I understand that state police worked in collaboration with Capitol Police today to make sure that everything stayed peaceful. Hi, everyone. What we just heard there was a press conference held in Augusta at the Maine Center for Disease Control with Governor Janet Mills and Maine CDC Director Dr. Nirav Shah. Now, Governor Janet Mills has just declared a civil state of emergency here in Maine. No two workers are alike. Some thrive in an office setting surrounded by coworkers, friends. Others have had this taste of work from home and now can't imagine turning back.
My daughter worked for LEAP for many years, so it's a very tight-knit community.
So you're dealing with this as governor, but also on a very personal level, too.
It's my hometown. Something that affects your hometown hits you pretty deeply.
There was, of course, one person who notably did not attend today. What do you make of President Trump's decision not to attend the inauguration today?
I actually think that it probably was a good thing.
You can see behind me, there is a car rather with open doors. The house involved is right to the left of that. And tonight, we have a better understanding of what happened inside that home during that standoff because I spoke with the man who owns it, who was kept inside it as a hostage for 24 hours.
I woke up, he turned the light on, and he says, just go along with it.
Ken Smith says he owns the home on Knapp Street in Livermore Falls, where he and two others were held hostage Monday, bound by zip ties.
Oh, he tasered me.
He tasered you?
Yeah. He had some kind of a gun. I don't know what it was.
After a 24-hour standoff, our cameras were there early Tuesday morning when Smith got out of the home and was embraced by loved ones. Only hours later, Smith is both mentally and physically recovering.
Yeah, and I got a big slash there. And I just come from the doctor's office on that. And then it was just a hell of a night.
The Attorney General's office has identified the suspect in the standoff as 44-year-old Donald White of Jay. Smith says he knew him.
This was my daughter's old boyfriend. Yeah.
White died in the home. How exactly he died is currently under investigation by the Attorney General's office.
One of our officers did use deadly force. As is standard procedure, he has been placed on administrative leave.
So our interview with Smith was cut short, so it's still unclear who the other two hostages in this situation were.
I said, please, I said, she's never been in the hospital by herself.
Millie Coombs has always been by her daughter's side.
She's very fragile medically, a lot of obviously disabilities, intellectual, I mean, she's got it all. But she's so sweet and she's so happy.
36-year-old Nikki Coombs has several disabilities and is nonverbal.
People who don't know her aren't going to know what she's saying. They won't have any clue what she means because of the way she says things.
When Nikki contracted COVID-19 the week of Thanksgiving, it hit her hard. At one point, doctors didn't think she'd pull through.
And I said, you're telling me my child might die and I can't be with her? And she said, I'm sorry, no, you can't be.
The family says Nikki started her treatment at York Hospital where they were allowed to stay with her. But when her condition worsened and she had to be transferred here to Maine Medical Center in Portland, that changed. According to the hospital's most recent visitor policy, patients in any care setting who need help, such as with mobility or communications, may be assisted by an adult escort to provide the needed assistance or support. However, the policy also states that for patients in isolation for COVID-19 infection, no visitors are allowed, except for end of life.
I'm afraid what if she gives up because she thinks we aren't there?
Millie says her daughter isn't able to communicate with staff to get the care she needs. You're saying she can't ring the call light?
No.
She can't tell folks her name, her birthday?
No.
She is constantly checking in on her daughter.
Hi, this is Millie Coombs. I was just calling to see if I could talk to Nikki's nurse.
Sometimes 5 or 6 times a day.
Her nurse is Shannon today. She's actually in the room with Nikki right now. Do you want me to have her give you a call as soon as she gets out?
Yes, please.
But says she's still sick with worry and turning to legal action in order to be with her daughter, working with a lawyer from Disability Rights Maine.
I don't want to create bad feelings at the hospital because they're taking care of my daughter. I just want to be with her.
To be her voice and to offer the kind of care only a mother can.
So I just said to Nikki, Mommy's always with you. And I love you and you're going to get better and come home.
Hannah Dineen, News Center, Maine. It would be a challenge for most people to hold the attention of a room full of kindergartners.
Do you remember this part? Yeah. I've got this fin, and you should see me swim.
But not for Tony Memel.
I've got this fin, and you should see me swim. Every voice. I've got this fin, and you should see me swim.
He's got this fin, and he's using it to play music with a message.
Lucky fin doesn't necessarily just have to mean a hand or limb difference. It's about we're not all going through the same thing, but we're all going through something.
The term lucky fin comes from Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo.
How's the lucky fin?
Lucky.
Nemo is a fish, the main character of the film, and he was born with a small fin. And in a way, he's become sort of a hero for kids today, born like me with lucky fins.
For one boy in particular in this sea of singers, Tony is the true hero.
I got this fin, and you should see me swim. I like music because of Tony.
This is Harvey. He's 5 years old, and he's had to answer tough questions about his lucky fin his entire life.
I was born this way. I told them that.
Harvey's mom, Barbara, hopes having Tony come to the school will make things easier for her son.
They can see Tony and say like, oh yeah, Harvey can do whatever, because look at Tony. He's here playing a guitar, traveling the world playing guitar.
Music with a message of acceptance.
Oh, how great you are.
And resilience.
Well, you know this part. I am never, never, never gonna give up.
Striking a chord with young hearts and minds.
Never gonna give up.
In Freeport, Hannah Dineen.
I've got this fin, and you should see me swim. I am never, never, never gonna give up. Never, never, never.
News Center, Maine.
Never, never, never gonna give up. Now we have every voice.